Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at 5.
People on social media are voicing their anger and disgust at the court system after an MSUM student's rape sentencing is revealed. We have new information tonight after a former MSUM football player is sentenced to 60 days in prison for rape. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Many people that we've heard from say that's not enough. Zachary Hilliard walked out of Clay County Court today. He's already served 57 days and will be on probation for 2 years. Judge Galen Vaugh said that he believes Hilliard's not a danger to the victim or the public. Hilliard pleaded guilty last month to 5th-degree sexual conduct. He and the victim were in a dorm room on campus when the assault happened. Court documents say she said no multiple times, but Hilliard allegedly continued to rape her.
For a more serious charge, we would have needed physical force or injury. We would have needed to show some sort of perhaps incapacitation, or that she wasn't aware or couldn't consent or withhold consent. So there was a myriad of factors that fell into it.
We reached out to Judge Vaugh for comment, but he declined. Well, if you ever need help uncovering corruption or any issue in your community, call our whistleblower hotline at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Well, our western counties saw a unique spring sight this morning. Look at that. It's snow. This picture was sent in from one of our viewers. Let's hope we don't have any of that in our future here in the Red River Valley. So, Hutch, what is it looking like tonight?
Well, it's another soggy night for many of us as the system is slowly, and I mean very slowly, exiting the valley. Here's a look at rainfall totals that have hit rain gauges. The numbers you see there are totals for today, with another 3/4 of an inch in Fargo at Hector International Airport. About 2/3 of an inch in Grand Forks, with the 2-day total now, the colors that you see there showing in orange, where we could have between 2 and 3 inches of estimated rainfall by the Doppler radar. Now, the radar still picking up rainfall from the Red River and points to the west primarily now, and throughout the day it's been mixing with flakes here and there. Now take a look at this. The satellite shows clearing out to the west. Clearing equals cold, and your planner for Fargo shows that, well, we have cold weather on the way. A frost advisory for our western counties and the Devil's Lake Basin. That is a freeze warning, where temperatures will be below freezing for a significant amount of time. Cover up your tomatoes. It looks chilly. Slowly falling back into those 30s this evening, with rain possibly mixing with 1 or 2 flakes even in the metro here tonight. Stephanie, I'll have some drier forecast information for you, but another round of heavy precipitation possible. I'll tell you about it in a few minutes.
Precipitation, hopefully not snow.
Hopefully not.
All right. Thank you, Hutch. The location is now chosen and work is underway at a new medical marijuana dispensary in Moorhead. It could be located at 7th and Main Avenue. The dispensary takes over the space where the subway used to sit. We got mixed reaction today from businesses whose new neighbor will be the medical marijuana dispensary. Many of them didn't even know the shop was going in until we told them. Hear their reaction, good and bad, coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 6. People struggling with chronic alcoholism and how to help them is a problem almost every community faces. Now it appears Grand Forks will tackle the problem with a new social detox center that should be in operation this fall. As Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, officials say it's all about safety for everyone and also saving police officers time.
YouTube has thousands of videos showing people who've had way too much to drink. But in our area of the country, with our extreme weather, it's no laughing matter. People can die. But now, the Northeast Human Services Center has spearheaded an effort to turn this single-story building across the street from the county office building into a social detox center. The building is being remodeled into a 10-bed facility where a staff of 2 will give chronic alcoholics a safe place to stay and try to get them treatment after they sleep it off.
We've not had a detox in Grand Forks before, and we really are stressing treatment as part of our detox program. So we hope that we'll be successful. We're also going to have procedures in place that we don't have frequent flyers, people who need to come back every weekend. We need to get them into something more secure and a structured treatment program.
And the new Detox Center is expected to be a big time saver for police. Whether they find someone trying to sleep it off in a parking ramp, city alley, or in someone's backyard.
Officials say now there is no place to put chronic alcoholics. The mission does not accept intoxicated people. Police may spend 2 to 4 hours driving them around town trying to find a friend or relative or see if they qualify to be admitted to the hospital. Many don't qualify for hospital admission.
You know, first and primary, I think, is safety and an opportunity for people to change how they're doing things. But it is an issue for the community.
The new Social Detox Center is expected to be in operation by November. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Surrounding cities and counties in northeastern North Dakota will also be able to use that center for a fee. Half of the $250,000 startup cost is being funded with state and federal money. The Northeast Human Services Center, city, county, Altru, and UND are expected to fund the remaining portion. While dog boarding and training center in Detroit Lakes is now back open, it was closed for 4 weeks after nearly 40 dogs got sick with an upper respiratory virus there. They're awaiting test results on whether or not it was the dog flu that's impacted 4 other states. Lucky Dog Boarding and Training Center, along with 3 other businesses housed in the same facility, noticed dogs getting sick at the beginning of April. They closed their doors and began an in-depth cleaning process. Owner Linda Whittlewich, she says that she believes it was the dog flu and says a new dog from Ohio was at her facility just a week before her own dogs got sick.
Like the dog that was here for daycare was symptom-free when he was here. My puppies interacted with him. They got sick.
A vet at the DL Animal Hospital says this virus spreads very quickly compared to other viruses he's seen. Test results should be back in a few weeks. Minnesota does not have any confirmed cases of dog flu just yet. The latest numbers are in for the avian flu. A total of 85 farms have now been affected. Of those farms, birds on 82 of them have been euthanized. The Minnesota Department of Health reports that no human infections have been detected in Minnesota or the U.S. They're monitoring the health of workers who have had contact with infected poultry and providing guidance on infection control. Finding an affordable apartment can be hard enough, but how do you know if the property you want to rent is safe? Valley News Live 10 at 10 tonight. We're going to pour through all the safety inspections for hundreds of properties in the Fargo-Moorhead area, showing you which ones made the grade and which ones didn't. If you're a renter, you're not going to want to miss this. Well, Uber is coming to Fargo. On Thursday, Fargo will be the first city in North Dakota to have the rideshare program. Uber is an app that's meant to connect drivers and riders. The app allows you to rate both drivers and passengers. But the concern for safety has some people worried. Tonight, the Fargo City Commission will talk about an ordinance related to ride shares. The ride share is already in parts of Minnesota, the closest city being Minneapolis. It's Monday and time for our Diggin' In segment. Valley News Team's Christy Larson's getting some lawn and gardening experts' advice on how to make beautiful spaces to enjoy this summer.
We're at Home Depot getting help on getting the best use out of our yards this season here with Andrea Steele. She's the operations manager. And let's talk about that fertilizer that people are doing right now in their yards.
Well, if you haven't fertilized yet, now's a great time. The rain is going to make all these dandelions and weeds pop up, so it's a great time to do a weed and feed. Kill those weeds out there, plus green up your lawn. If you're one of those lucky few that don't have any weeds in your yard, then a straight fertilizer is the way to go. And then when it's time to cut, got your nice Toro personal pace lawnmower. Great options to adjust to your own walking speed versus having to run behind some of these self-propels, especially if you're short like me. And finally, killing those pesky mosquitoes. We all know how much they can ruin a great night around the bonfire and everything. So a couple options, either doing a fogger for those quick fixes, or if you've got, a nice bigger area that you want to cover and got a little time, the mosquito magnet's a fantastic product to try out. So as always, you can come in, ask us any questions. We always do our best to help out.
And we're going to be talking with another local expert next Monday, so make sure to join us from 5 to 7 a.m. for another segment of Digging In.
All right, Christy, thank you. And parents can now capture and cherish their little angler's first catch on a specially designed First Fish certificate. Now, they're provided by the North Dakota Game and Fish Department for free. All you have to do is request the certificate and provide some basic information, including a short fish story and a picture. If you'd like one, you can call the number on your screen. And always send us your big catch pictures on Valley News Live's Facebook page. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and then post your pictures. If you enjoy quilting, you could use your hobby for a good cause. This week, the Lutheran World Relief Drive is collecting quilts and kits to distribute across the world. The kits include not only quilts, but toiletries, items for childcare, for school, and things as simple as bars of soap. The donations are being taken at Lutheran Social Services. Christy Ulrich is the Director of Communications for LSS, and she says soon these gifts will be headed to the needy all around the world.
Last year, Lutheran World Relief served over 4.7 million people in 43 countries and over 153 programs.
Last year, this partnership filled two 53-foot trailers for the Lutheran World Relief Drive. For more information, head to valleynewslive.com and then click on the hot button. Still ahead for us at 5, it's something you should do at least once a year, but many people are letting this task slide.
Moisture in any form beneficial this spring. Focus on the amounts. We're getting close to normal for this time of the year in Fargo. The 2 inches of rain this month going a long way to help do that. Same thing for Jamestown and Grand Forks. More rain in your forecast. Details are next.